All right, everyone. We are here with our next stranger. Would you be able to
Yo.
tell us your name and a little about yourself?
Right, I'm Ethan, and I'm a streamer on Twitch. You should check me out.
Cool.
Yeah,
Do you want to? Yeah. Would you? Do you want to put your Twitch tag in the chat box right now so people can check it out?
yeah.
So what is it that got you into streaming?
Oh, my camera's just turned
Oh,
off.
that's okay.
Oh no, this is annoying. My phone's just ran out of charge. Hold up.
This
Let's
is a
see.
first. This is a
God,
first.
this is gonna. Cool. It's always gonna happen, you know. Hold up. I'll put it on charge. It'll come back in a second. Don't worry.
Okay, that's fine. We can keep talking. But
Right. Okay. Everyone can look at my IV cam connection thing now.
so tell us a little about like what got you into streaming and what do you like about it?
It's just the ability to be able to interact with other people through a social platform. Like it's always like, going out with your mates and stuff. It's always good fun. And like lots of people like have a bad perspective on like streaming and all that. Because they're like, you know, like people, yeah, some streamers are quite, you know, not the greatest, let's just say that. But like when it comes to like swearing and saying bad stuff, yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean that's interesting. So yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
I haven't heard that perspective at all about like streamers, some streamers being bad or
Yeah, so
what.
there's obviously people who like say N word non-stop, and
Really?
it's not exactly that's what I'm saying, man. It's not like I've got it being shouted in my ear right now. Right. Let's just carry on with the conversation. I
Jeez,
can't do this, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, but I can't.
dude, this is
I'm so sorry. But
no,
my in my ear right now is literally just mayhem.
why?
You don't want to know why, mate.
I have no I do not understand. Like
Hold on, I'll
do you
deafen
have
myself. Then I can. Okay, right, there we go. There we go.
are
Right,
they
now I can
are
actually concentrate. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, that was in my ear, was not.
Okay, could you explain what was going on right there with you? Because
All right, so I was just in a Discord call, like, with some of my mates. Because I'm just, like, streaming for them and that at the moment. So because all they're doing is ear raping me and saying stuff. And it's just, well, it happens, innit?
are they making fun of you for being on here?
No. It's just we're doing it for a bit of a laugh, really. And
Oh,
then, yeah, we just thought, why not? We might as well do this. You know, why not?
yeah, you have to say yes. So you're in the UK, right?
I am indeed.
So what is it like in the UK compared to like the United States? How is it different, you think?
Rain. There's a hell of rain. I can tell you that. I think, nah, but for real, like with the UK and stuff, it's a lot different. I mean, I've seen like what happens like with schools and like how you graduate, like jobs, like everything. It's all different, and like people like don't see it much, but when you actually compare it, it's like obviously we've got the NHS and that over here, so then we get free healthcare and stuff.
Mm.
So
Have you been
yeah,
over to the United States? Do you travel a
I've
lot?
not. I know, but I want to when I'm 18, and then go to like Boston and all that kind of stuff is where I'm probably gonna go to because I know a guy who lives over there. So
Wait, why Boston?
because I know a guy who lives over there,
Oh, I
like
see.
so. Yeah. But
Yeah. Do you see like many dude, this is amazing. This is the first time that someone's camera is like fucked
yeah,
up.
I know it's just got to happen, doesn't it?
Um but like in the UK, do you guys see a lot of the news that happens in the United States
Oh
and
god, all the time. I mean, the Black Lives Matter protests and all that have been going on over there. It's had a huge impact that's happening over here.
yeah,
Like
what is it? Yeah, oh, I'm sorry, go for it.
honestly, like everywhere I'm going, there's always people, doing protests, all that kind of stuff. Like everything that's happening in the United States at the moment, I think it's coming over to the UK like pretty much straight away. So yeah, it's mad.
Man, like what is your perspective on like racism in the UK? Is it there? Is it pretty?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's there, and like obviously it's a sensitive topic for some people. Yeah, but you know, I think in a few years' time, hopefully, with all that's happening, but I think what people also might be forgetting as well is like it's happened before. Yeah, with other people. So I think just making sure that everyone's like equal with each other and nothing's too bad.
Mm,
And like obviously, there's always going to be some people who are going to be like racist and stuff. You can't. It's just the way they are. So unfortunately, yeah.
with like have there been protests over there for Black Lives Matter?
Oh yeah, all the time. Like especially where I am, they're always down right by the beach. So
Mm.
yeah.
What is your perspective of Black Lives Matter and like have you gone to protests or are you not so much or
See, I'm all for Black Lives Matter and all that kind of stuff. I have not gone to any protests though, because obviously with COVID and that going on, it's very
Mm.
compact. So I try and but I'm all for it. And then I do stuff on my stream for charity and all that. So
Wow.
yeah.
Um yeah, what is Boris Johnson like? Is he popular?
Oh, that is a question and a half. Some people like him, some people don't. Let's just say that. Like, it
So
just
okay,
depends.
so I guess I'll ask you like what do you think are his strengths and what are his weaknesses?
Oh God, let me think. Well, he's a lovely bloke from my perspective, but I don't, he seems like he knows what he's supposed to do. But I think it's just when it comes to trying to do it quickly, it's just you need to be quicker and like understand, like get more people to get involved. I'm not sure really because I don't really follow politics in the UK. I'm just I'm just there. I'm just allow it happen, and so
Mm.
yeah.
Are do you find that many of your friends and like family are kind of in the same boat with politics? Like they're just kind of there and things are happening, or is that kind
I
of the
mean,
norm? I
obviously,
guess.
my parents are more because obviously I'm 16, so I don't really know as much about all the politics and that's actually happening. Well, I do know what's happening, but I don't really have a decision like on what I believe. I don't know if I think
Mm.
someone should be like a conservative or whatever. Like, but obviously my parents are like I don't know what they are, and like, but
Interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
they just do whatever really.
For you, like, what is the kind of issue that speaks most to you?
What in the UK or
Just
just
for you, Like, uh, I guess by that I mean like, is there a kind of is there an issue that like when people start talking about it that you kind of get most fired up about, and that you feel like there is kind of an obvious answer to, you know?
not really. It's just I think if people just learn to like respect boundaries and stuff, and like if you go too over, if you can just tell them to let stop, not like be all angry and like Karen sort of level type, you know.
Karen, yes.
Yeah, but just try and just tell them to quiet down a bit, and then when people start to learn boundaries and stuff, I think, especially because as a young person growing up, we're being taught more about equality and all this kind of stuff. So I think it's not going to be as big as a problem as what you're asking now in a few years. So yeah.
Do you think social media is making the problem worse? Like in terms of communication, right?
Mm, I think social media is I think it's got its benefits and its negatives. Like obviously it's a great way to, get a point across because anyone can see what you've put up there. So if you want to make a point, you can put it up there and who knows, you could get half the world seeing it. but like it can be also be a place of like toxicity and all that kind of stuff. Like, but like I said again, it's just learning
how to make it a tool. Yeah.
yeah,
So
exactly.
for you, like how what because there are a lot of people on here that I've talked to social media about, and I guess I've never asked like, what do you think is how do you think how do you think you make social media more of a tool than a detrimental thing?
I think it's just obviously there's different platforms. So
Mm.
Twitch is streaming, YouTube you can upload all your videos and all that kind of stuff. So I think Twitter in particular can be used the most like as a tool. Like you see Donald Trump, like all the politic people using Twitter to get their point across. And obviously if more people start to do that, it'll be because obviously with the news, like people going to get a newspaper and stuff, people can just check their phones and stuff now. But with Twitter, like it's just there. You basically have something which you can use as like a social thing with your friends, but can also be, you can see what's going on in the world. So I think, yeah, Twitter especially is just it's gonna take off for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's like at least from my perspective, it seems like things like Twitter are just so concerned about kind of a quick little sound bite or little like writing blurb, and and that people are getting their news and their information in these kind of just really like small ways where it kind of adds to this culture of inattention or like attention deficit, like
Yeah,
like TikTok, there's short videos. Twitter, it's like kind of short sentences and stuff, and it reminds me a lot of the book like 1984,
yeah, yeah.
which I don't know. Do you know anything about 1984?
No,
Or
no, no, no.
it's a really interesting book. I recommend it. Whereas
Right,
where language just gets shortened to the point
right.
where I mean there's no kind of actual substantive discussion anymore, and um, yeah, I guess I'm just concerned about it. And do
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like what are your thoughts of with what are your thoughts of schooling in the UK? Like, is it do you like school there?
I think school in the UK is very different to like other places. Like it's very set and straight. Like you do your exams and stuff. It's not like in America you have all the graduation, all that kind of stuff afterwards. In the UK, it's pretty much just you do school. That's it. Like
Could
yeah,
you wait? Like, what do you mean? Like school never ends? You mean or
no, no, no. Like as in you go to school and then after like your school year's over, like you're like pretty much as like Americans, it's like that graduating from school. Yeah, pretty much. There's no like you don't have like party things or like some people do, but like it's I don't know how to explain it. It's just you'd think on the last day something big happens or whatever, but in the UK it just happens. Like everyone just wants to go home really, but
oh, I see.
yeah. So, but with school in general, it's interesting. It's very like I don't know, like a privileged kind of thing. Like there's like grammar schools and all that. Is what like where you have to like get a certain grade to get into this school, and in some places where like people might not be as fortunate enough to like have the right education, they can't get to the place with better education just because of that. So that is a bit
Mm,
scuffed.
yeah, and who creates the tests? It's the people
Yeah,
who are already privileged, right, or well off. Or
exactly.
do you come from a school that's pretty well off?
I don't go to a grammar school, or I'm just a normal secondary school, or like a high
Oh,
school. So
okay.
yeah,
Is it so like public school?
yeah, yeah,
And is your school pretty diverse in terms of like race? Well, in terms of like race and also like wealth.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think there's always different people from different backgrounds and all that kind of stuff. There's always people from different countries. I mean, my best mate's from another country, and I met him at school, so there you go.
Interesting. That's not something that happens in the United States.
We don't get many people.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get many people from many other countries.
Oh,
At least,
damn.
and in terms of like diversity, it really depends on the zip code.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. If you are not well off, then the schools tend to. Actually, well, if the school is well off, it tends to be less diverse. I would say, generally.
Hmm.
And then, the worse the schools are, like the more diversity there is there. I would venture to say. Of
Right.
course, that's pretty general, but I think the basis of it is, I mean, just the schools here in America. Like, if schools don't perform well on their standardized testing every year, then that school doesn't get money. So, of
Right.
course, the schools that are poor and where the children have like messed up families, messed up communities, they don't have,
Yeah.
then of course standardized testing scores are not going to be at the top of their list of priorities.
Exactly. Yeah,
And
yeah.
so it's just a vicious cycle and stuff. So,
Yes.
but yeah, do you have any other thoughts or things that you think that the audience may find interesting about the UK that may be different elsewhere, or just some kind of like.
I think something that people it's not really like a massive thing. It's just I just found it surprising. I only found it the other day, but there's like a lot of accents. Believe it or not, there's like I think it's like 43 accents in the UK, and it's literally a small little area. But it's that just kind of shows how like diverse it is, because it's not you'd think, oh, if they're from the UK they got the UK accent.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
nah, but God, you get people like from all over the place, complete like talking completely different, and I can hardly like understand what they're saying, and they're from the same country as me.
Huh.
It, like they're all talking like, "Hello, I'm from da da da." I'm like, "Oh my God, how the hell do I understand that?"
You're definitely from the north,
No, no,
basically.
no, yeah, I'm not, but yeah,
Oh,
if I think, yeah.
like, what is the hardest accent to understand?
Oh God, let me think. Probably if you get a Scottish person, like like really North Scottish, and they're drunk. Oh God, it sounds like, and he's like, oh no, like you're just sitting there, like you're at a football game or whatever. They're drinking away. You're like, yep, sure. You have no idea what they're saying, just agreeing with them.
Oh God, that's great. Yeah, well, that was cool. So, if do you have any final words or anything for people? Any last words that to inspire or
I think I'll
yeah.
just say stay safe, really. Just obviously what's going on at the moment. Just stay at home. We'll try and stay at home as much as possible, and be careful and have a good life. All
Cool, man. That was
right.
awesome. You were a really nice guy. So before yeah, if you want, so I'm gonna upload this to my channel in
Yeah.
like 10 minutes. If you want a picture to be on the thumbnail to the video, you could just send me a picture via that email. And if not, that's fine too. And
Yeah.
yeah, so it'll be on soon, and you can check it out.
All right. Yeah. Sweet.
Cool, Ethan. All right, talk to you soon. Thanks again.
All right. Cheers.